to hold this stuff down. Should be okay though, I mean, Timmy has the war. Yeah, well, Ake, great job on that siege. You single-handedly made things a whole lot smoother for me. Let's get these conversions going once more as well, and I'll be pretty happy about that. Let's also not run face first into a problem like that. Next up, Bosnia, hopefully. Oh god, that's pricey. I need that autonomy to fall before I consider converting you. Although I will convert you in due time. Let's get these Sunnis out of my country. In the most racially plausible way. Where are they even going? Alright, Multan, let's be honest, what are you doing here? Also, would you be interested in Multan land? You would. Including that fort, I hope. How can Jake keep stealing money but still be at 1.2k ducats? Probably because I spend money. Not bleeding out that much. I'd love to take Uzbek's money, but land is what I'm here for. No, then again, nah, land is what I'm here for. Let's not lose sight of that. Okay, those Kazanis are pretty close to popping. I think I'll just put you in our Shally and then tell you to suppress. It's so close to the burn everything button. That's a bit scary. I could do without these rebs, please. Hopefully that's enough to encourage them nicely not to rise up. Alright, how are you feeling, Commonwealth, by the way? I've not really paid attention to Europe proper. I've been too busy dealing with my own problems. And there have certainly been problems. Ottomans are no longer getting on my case about Hungary, and they're no longer guaranteed by Commonwealth. They're a really sweet target to go for my next declaration of war. A really sweet target. I should... The downside is, right, that they've converted a lot of land. In fact, there's a hodgepodge of religion in here. And it's not even particularly good for my culture stuff. And not even one of them's good for... it's not even good for accepting cultures. Are you planning to deal with the kebab? Says Jan. They look pretty strong in this game. They're not that strong. I think most people have seen far stronger Ottomans by this year. I've denied them a lot of this. Even though I fed them chunks of it, I made sure that they took very expensive chunks that have... well, I like to think that I was the puppet master for this arrangement. Also, they have not been aggressive towards me. There was one time that I was convinced they were about to declare war on me, but a just in the nick of time alliance with Armenia, I assume, saved me. Those revolts in your country will be good enough to get you out soon, I'm sure. It's just a shame that Multan isn't wanting to drop out just yet. These rebels are a pain. I don't want to deal with them at all. Ah, but he's got a lot of them, sire. Why did I even bring you back here? I'm just chasing down this rubbish guy. What's he even doing to me? Okay, good. Timmy are on the case for taking care of those rebs. Multan comes in with a surprising competence for tearing down walls here. He's brought in 12,000 cannon. He should be out soon, though. He'd be out sooner, though, if I sent my militia to actually siege him a touch. So I'll do exactly that. Muley, you're on the case. The diplomatic timid man. He doesn't want the land. That's working for me in so many ways in this war. Whew. Looking forward to this war being over. Big and messy because I don't have the troops to really fan out and take everything that I want. Even when the enemy is pretty weak. Jake, you ever tried the EU4 board game? Is it good if so? I even did a bit where I recommended the board game, so yeah, it's good. Man, Chippy Shack, why did that have to be the one that goes? I played the board game quite some time ago, I think before it was fully released. Sweating sickness in Yaroslav. Oh, goodbye money. And that is why I don't have oodles of money despite everything. Sadly I got discovered in Uzbek, so if I'm going to steal a final map, now should be the time. More of Central Asia, please. It's not a lot of provinces, but there's bound to be something there. The remnants of Afghanistan, they were more powerful than I thought. Yeah, sure, away you go. Good relations with Commonwealthy. Good enough relations with Sweden, but they could be better. Religious war went full on Protestant. The combined power of the Commonwealth, Ottomans and France were too much for the others to handle. I mean, I honestly didn't think they'd have it in the bag like that, but they did. Had it more in the bag than my last week DDR run. It's a joke because I got flattened by a song called Bag. Alright, hopefully with that smashing of their armies, Multan wants out. They don't yet want out. Okay. Well, maybe my occupations will make them see otherwise. Oh, good job. There, that's them out of my country properly now. Uh-oh. He's going for Jalabab. Let's vamoose. Well, I should be able to run deeper into his country if I really want to, but I don't know how much he's going to chase me down here. This ain't mine though, this is Timmy's. I'd love to flatten Multan in all of this. But I have so many favours with Timmy's, I can pull him into a future war with Uzbek, no doubt. Especially since they'll still have this, and then it won't be a distant war, hopefully. Anyway, Multan, please get out of this war. We're so close. He probably has to de-siege Row, so what I could do is, yep. That amount of occupation and besieging should make him understand that the war is not going in his favour. Or it might leave me with a few dead bodies to fish up. Who's to say? The Bello-Ozerans rising up again. I don't get it. Why? Why do they do this to me? Let's just try and spread your effect as far and as wide as we can, but it might hurt your ability to even take care of the Kazakhis. Yeah, well, no, we got it. And we'll have it even more once you are out of this war. I'd love to take some Dosh. I would really love to take some Dosh, but I think it's important just to get you out for now. Jake, you got a lazy diplomat. Yep, those are good for many things. Okay, you guys have done good. Get back a bit. I need these sieges done again. Well, if I don't want to deal with these rebels, I could not. No, that's right, you can't demand that rebel-held provinces go to other people, probably because they're so full of rebels, but you can demand them directly going to them. That's a little less good than what we were able to ask for before. Maybe I should demand the money. I can always come back for another reconquest later on. If we say goodbye to Aksa, because I'm going to come back for reconquest, right? So it wouldn't hurt to demand some. Jake, break Uzbek up with Multan. Multan are pain, sure, but I don't know, he might just end up allying Delhi or somebody else as a colossal pain. Then again, it's probably a good idea to break them up. Alright, that's not a bad deal. I wonder if I could let go of 2 other provinces just to get the war reparations as well. Because like I said, we're going to come back for the rest. Won't Oirat just eat them up if they have no allies? That is why... Oh, right, they do have this border. And they hate each other. I could warn the Oirat though, right? They're too rich and powerful for our warnings. Is that some kind of joke? I mean, I could break them off from the Oirat by taking this for myself. No, I wouldn't be able to take it for myself, would I? Be outside of coring distance. We'll leave them with Multan for now. You never know, it's going to be a long time. They could just get that alliance back, amongst other things. And I'm not sure they even have a lot of money to give me in war reparations. I came here for Chippy Shack though, so give Chippy Shack to Cossack. And give Bag anally as well. And that should be an acceptable peace deal. I need Kazakh's cores. I definitely need Kazakh's cores. And their claim, I think. Alright, that should do, I suppose. As long as it's all going to Kazakh, it's all fine by me. I have to only pay for this one province. I get a lot... Well, I get tapped out on prestige for it. That's not bad at all, I guess. Thanks for the war, Timmy. You've earned umpteen favours with me. And Uzbek get to keep their rebels as well. All the better. Wonderful. And we're held out in one piece. Let's get you guys up to here where I know where you are. Okay, then I'll know where all of my units are. Sweet! Hope Kazakh love me for that and don't end up thinking that they're better than me. Their Diplotech makes them think they're better than me. Trust will go up over time though. Are you going to flip Russian? I thought about it. Russian is a far stronger culture group to be in. But I won't. We're going to preserve who we are, and who we are proud Serbians. They have to exist somewhere, so they'll exist in this game and in our heart. Miltech 15 is pretty damn important, and I am skirting that issue bad. Can't believe I can't warn Oirat. How are they more... how are they bigger and scarier than I am? Right, and despite the great costs, let's invest in ideas here. Man, breaking up that Commonwealth will be a pain. I'm not thinking about breaking them up right now. They're a great ally of mine. There's no good reason to turn on them right now. Aside from the whole allied Denmark thing. Would you mind breaking alliance with Denmark? They would mind a lot. Because they're a great power and they trust Denmark, and our trust is not that high. Fair enough. Okay, let's try to not hemorrhage so much money right now. Crack down on army spending, crack down on fortification spending, and there we go. Where's the printing press? So the printing press fired in Riga, which is good for me because it's spreading a little closer to me now. and it spreads faster in the same religion provinces, so I'm holding out on tech until it spreads inside my country a lot, because boy is it expensive for me. But that's fine, I don't need tech right now. Well, I need these techs, but I'll get it when we get the institution. For now, I'm focusing on ideas. And it's not like we're any good at diplomatic at all. Lost my claim on Samara. Would it kill you to start those conversions there, Muscovy? I know debt is a thing, but come on, it's the current year. Oh well, he's almost out of loans. He only has one loan. Once he pays that off, he'll probably start converting again. Cossack look pretty solid. I mean, I've given them right culture, right religion land. Well, why is this even Shia? Did it recently convert or something? He left 2 small stacks in Eastern Uzbek. Well spotted. And thank you. Get him back. Let's get you back as well. Alright, country is stable. Country is almost in one piece. Country is good. Country would be better with more everything. Yeah, I think I'll steal some Diplo power from you, despite you being livid about it. And I don't like to constantly seek support on the clergy because I make them too powerful. But I love that patriarch authority. And I love that 150 admin points. Let's not make you guys too strong, shall we? It's a ways away before I can get some dip out of you. Castile's going to attack somebody I've never heard of. That's no problem. And whoa, okay, Milan was attacked by Lucca, and that could not have backfired any worse. Unlucky Lucca is now eradicated. Damn. And so's Savoy, who joined in on that war. Savoy was an early candidate for somebody I wanted to have as an ally, but I guess that's out of the picture now. Milan could be my friend. So could Austria. Wow, people actually want to be my friend now that I'm rich and powerful. This game really reflects real life. Okay. When will your operation expand into Siberia become reality? I mean, we're kind of going there. Unless you mean the uncolonized Siberia, in which case... I don't know, maybe the next idea will be expansion 1, so we get 1 colonist and begin agonizingly colonizing this. I'd rather Muscovy did it for me, but they don't do it for me. At least I do some converting myself. But I want it done cheaply, you hear? Cheaper the better. Just merge you guys with you, probably merge you guys with you, and then we're good. Incidentally, let's move you guys a little away in case those peasants have some funny ideas about borders. He still doesn't want access, though. Muscovy, you're out of control. Those peasants are going to win, and there's not a lot you can do. But having Muscovy sit there, just unable to do anything, is so good for me. A dragon, huh? Not sure I see it. Oh, maybe if this is the mouth, and this is a crappy wing. At least they're converting land, says TTC. Are they though? I'm not seeing any conversions from Muscovy right now. Oh, their capital's there. Interesting. 8 provinces here. What the hell is this? The Timurin reconquest on Transoxiana, Afghanistan, Hormuz, Uzbek, and Yarkand. They have started this war. But why? I hope you brought in Yemen, Malwa, and Sindh. Dude, I just fought these guys. Time to ditch an ally. No, the Timurids are a very good ally to have. I will join in. However, this is a good opportunity for me to put Kazakh onto Skutage so that they don't get ravaged in this war. I don't want them on Skutage, truth be told, right now, but it might be good to keep them fancy Dan like that. They're actually going to turn on me soon enough. They're too big and strong. But yeah, I think I will Skutage them. Well, how much of an army will they bring? Lazy dip, improve relations, and relations are maxed out. I can influence their nation, but that's a lot more expensive now than it was before. Yeah, 4,000's a bit pathetic, isn't it? I think it's because they have debt, isn't it? No, they have no debt. They have 30 ducats, monthly balance is 5. And they certainly have the force limit for it, no doubt. Huh. Well, I guess I'll keep them in. They can go and get slaughtered for me, and if they get occupied, that's their problem. Still, yes, we will accept this. Ooh, countersigned. They might put land from Uzbek to Kazakh, which will give me a lot of overextension. Not overextension. Angry people. And cost me dip. But if I ever remove Skutage, that's going to cost a bit. Ah, whatever, let's just get involved. Done and done. Hey, the numbers look good for us, but that's me contributing quite a lot. Take me away and it's almost even Stevens. So a separate white piece with Uzbek. You can't separate peace between two non-leaders. I would have to separate peace with Transoxiana, which, to be fair, Transoxiana are getting caned. Oh right, my forts. And my army, both of which I was keen on not paying for. Maybe I'll be safe. I will turn this fort on, but otherwise keep it real. This one as well. You never know when people are going to snake around and do you in. Religious unity is at 70%. It hasn't been this high in ever. So I'm keen on that. You're coming where exactly? You guys going anywhere? Nizhny Novgorod doesn't have the best supply limit. Not many of these places have good supply limit actually, which is a bit bogus. Canada, for some reason, has good supply limit. As does Yaroslavl. Jake, are you having inflation again? Oh yeah, inflation's always going up. Let's pay it down just a little bit. Damn, do I want my ideas. Ding. It's good to finally catch up on those. Integrating Kazakh is going to cost me a ton of dip, but it'll give me a ton of land. A ton of land that I need to convert, though. Aggressive expansion is a sign of success. Well, I'm really beating the Ottomans then, haven't I? At least the Danes don't want to attack me or join a coalition against me, but it's still a pain that they and the Commonwealth are allies. And yes, I can send an insult for PP. Let's try Hungary. I should probably also embargo some people like Hungary and Venice. Hungary have the printing press, if you wouldn't mind giving that to me. And we're slightly better at embargoes now, I think. Bless our national ideas. Ah, Lawler Skater's dead. Muley will be replacing them then. Well, Kazakh, you look a little Uzbek right now. Now I could go and fight Uzbek, or I could sit on my bottom and not contribute much to this war, because I don't feel like contributing much to this war. Afghanistan is already down and out. Transoxiana is tiny anyway. And Uzbek are fairly shattered. This could be good if we get a short peace with Uzbek, actually, because then I'll be able to come back and not have to wait 15 years to do them in. Mercantilism, thank you. But yeah, I'm not spending money on this war. I want to actually make some dosh for a change. When I integrate Kazakh, it would be a good thing for me to remember to do this so that I get cheaper annexation cost. It wasn't worth it for the OPM that I had. Bulgaria, or something like that. I don't know, some useless Balkan, they're all the same. But for a large and prestigious nation like Cossack, I want to reduce the cost a fair bit. Thank you, Wallachia. Why, that makes it look like I'm contributing to the war. Yemen sure ain't. Or Hormuz? Yeah, Hormuz are involved. Oh god, Afghanistan are down and out. Looks like the enemy are inbound in Astrakhan. Yeah, it's not the first time Hormuz is on their way here. It is very tempting to slam a fort in the likes of Lakia, so that anybody coming up here actually gets caught and doesn't just get to fan out my country. But then they would just come around through here and enter into Astrakhan. I guess I could contribute to this war. It's about this moment that Hormuz is going to realize that they have messed up. I don't like what's happening with Kazakh's liberty desire, though. I would have to puff out my chest quite a bit to make them not think about independence. And I'm going to. We're in the age of finally needing a few more cannons, I think. Nah. Why have cannons when you can have cannon fodder? Man, my subjects aren't too bad at fighting. And I still haven't given... Oh, I don't like that. That Catholic province I had has switched to something else. Must have lost its recent conversion malice and now it has another one. Damn. Orthodox is really insulated against these centers of conversion, however... Not everything I have is Orthodox. I mean, it's no worse than being Catholic. It's just, it's blocked for 30 years now. And maybe that is a little bit worse. What are you even trying to do, Hormuz? Say, give me the runaround. I only have 2 maneuver, but you have 3, so that's no river crossing for me. Alright, Timmy, I think you've won the war, and I think I've done a great job in contributing. This is costing me far more manpower than I'm really wanting to spend, and because he actually brings cannons to the fight, he's doing pretty miserable damage, as in it's making me miserable. Cannon fodder a bit harder on the manpower. That they are, but I'm still a bit too cheap of a punk. Right, are you still protected by the auto scum? You're not. I could gobble up that last province of yours, but it's well, it's actually 11 development. How about that? Hungary is still a tempting target, especially with Austria not willing to join in, and the fact that Commonwealth would join in. The frustrating thing is, while that opens Denmark up massively, it's a Denmark that I would have to solo. I wouldn't even be able to bring Sweden in, because Sweden will go, oh, you're involved in another war, you can't call me in. So, that's a problem. I need a way to break Denmark and PLC up. Not that this Danish land is worth a ton to me, I mean, there's richer pickings out here, but gotta play the game. Gotta play the Diplo game. There we go, that's what I think about you invading my country. Now get the hell out of here. I contributed more than I even wanted to in this war then. What allies do Danes have? Yeah, that is a good point, but they have Bremen and Gelre, and unless I'm looking to best CB my way into either of those, that's not happening. Like, hey, Commonwealth, help me fight these guys, and they go, maybe. Emperor, though. Mind you, Emperor Gelre is a joke. And he wouldn't even help you. Because you're getting hammered.